The playoffs are here, and you can predict the action all the way to the finals with FanDuel Predicts. Predict the spread, the total points, and even the game-winning moments that make the playoffs. Sign up and get a $25 bonus with FanDuel Predicts.
Offered by FanDuel Prediction Markets, LLC, a registered futures commission merchant. 18-plus bonus is non-withdrawable and expires 7 days after receipt. Trading derivatives involves significant risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Manage your activity with their consumer protection tools. Restrictions apply. See terms at FanDuel.com/predicts/bonus-offer-terms.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi. Okay, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Now we have Ari Fleischer with us, former White House press secretary. Ari, boy, oh boy. Let's first talk about, we were talking about the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Your thoughts about what needs to change for the president. There's even some discussions that maybe he needs to wear a bulletproof vest, and change certain things. It's a campaign year with the midterms. What are your thoughts on that?
No, I don't want anything to change for the president. That would be such a retreat from the way we operate as a country, where our president should be able to get out there.
I agree. I agree with you.
To keep him 100% safe, which they did on Saturday night. And I'll get into a little bit more detail with you, the details on what took place, what went wrong. The Secret Service did many things wrong. But the most fundamental thing they did right was the PPD, the Presidential Protective Division. Those are the agents in the suits that are surround the president's body. They are the most highly trained evacuation crew in the world. That's their job, evacuate the president whenever there is danger. And it's other people's job, the CAT team and others, to go toward the danger. They evacuated the president just as planned when anything goes wrong and got him out of there and kept him safe. So they did their job. Let's talk about what went wrong, but you cannot retreat. You cannot say we're going to cloister the president. He's not going to be able to go out in public. No.
And this president won't do it either, Ari. You know it. I mean, he is determined he wanted it. Exactly. Now, what do you think went wrong? And also, how much do you blame some of this rhetoric, too, that we're seeing in this country? Because that's a big concern.
All right. Two things. So what went wrong? At that perimeter checkpoint, the fact that the guy could get ahead of speed and barge through those guys is absolutely unforgivable. The Secret Service, when an event starts, they still have to keep a tight physical barrier, a tight physical security, whether it's human, whether it's equipment and things lined up to stop somebody from running through. I think one of the things they need to think about, just as we've done in terrorist situations abroad, you can't drive your car straight at a gate at a military base abroad. It's a zigzag pattern. You need to set up zigzags for people to get through the magnometers. That way nobody can run straight like that. If you make them run like that, they're going to see him coming. Also, though, the Secret Service was asleep at that entrance. I mean, the very fact that he got by them is a travesty, and that's got to be looked into. I suspect it was also Judge Shanine's implying that it was the shooter who shot the agent. I think they know that already. They know the type of bullet that was in the vest. And I have a hard time seeing how the agent was shot by anybody other than friendly fire. That's sure what the videos look like. I'll wait and see. We need to know.
Because otherwise,
the case that it was friendly fire, the Secret Service should have announced it already. They should not sit on that information.
Ari, if it was somebody else, if he's the one doing the shooting, the other Secret Service guys would have shot him dead, in my opinion.
Well, I think they missed, and that's another issue. I think they missed. Hitting a running target is really hard. Anybody will tell you that. Lots of officers and Secret Service get trained at hitting stationary targets from far away. Hitting a running target is not easy, even for the best marksmen in the SWAT teams.
Judge Weinberg.
Good to talk to you again. Last night I was watching Fox, and they had a former FBI agent on, and he said that we were lucky that this didn't result in a real tragedy, because if there had been a number of assailants
or explosives,
we would have had a real problem. The guy was checked in. He could have been above the ballroom. They could have an explosion, which would have decimated that ballroom with all those people, and you would have hundreds of casualties and deaths. And if you had a half a dozen really armed terrorists making that rush, they could have gotten to the ballroom. So his argument is we shouldn't be using places like the Washington Hilton.
Like hotels.
More secure
places.
You need more secure places, which it seems to me, Ari, It's the best argument in the world to have the ballroom at the White House.
Oh, well, here we go.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I disagree. That the ballroom, and I'm for the ballroom, I want it built. The ballroom is for White House events. The ballroom is for when the president hosts something. The ballroom could be for an inaugural. Those are all hosted by the government who owns the building. I don't want to start to have reporters get access to the White House to host their events. Should the National Rifle Association get to host its ball? Should Planned Parenthood get to host its ball when there's a Democrat president? No.
Can we split this baby in half?
Organizations.
Can we split this baby in half? Give Trump his ballroom for official events, and we find more secure places other than the Washington Hilton?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
The ballroom is a great idea for official events. Absolutely, 100%. For state dinners, for things like that. But I don't want the White House to get rented out to private organizations. Should we rent out the East Room right now? Should we rent out the family dining room
How's a family deficit? Budget.
It's the government. It doesn't go to private.
Why don't we use the Kennedy Center?
Sure. I mean, you could do that. Absolutely. The point is, the Secret Service has to use its judgment to say that facility is safe or that facility is not safe.
Absolutely.
And I have to rely on the judgment of those experts at the Secret Service to make those assessments. Now, one thing also we don't know yet, and I'm trying to figure this out. Once he broke through the perimeter, how close was he actually to the doors that led into the ballroom? I have seen no reliable information on that. Was he inches away? Could he almost have gotten in? If he had a backpack with a bomb in it, would that have been a deadly situation? Or was he still 50 feet, 50 yards, 100 yards away? You know, the perimeter was set out pretty far. And then there's a secondary line of defense and a tertiary line of defense. There always is. They call it a box in a box in a box for the Secret Service. So what we don't yet know is he ran 60 feet. That's only 20 yards. That's not very far. Beyond where those mags were being taken down, and then he got taken down. How far, when he was taken down, was he from the doors of the ballroom? We don't know that yet.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a crucial detail.
You're right. And Ari, before we let you go, what do you make of the war of words? I mean, it is shocking to me to see some of the comments, that were said before and even afterwards. I mean, there are people who are doubling, tripling down, saying, even on the Democratic side, say, "Ooh, me, who me? I didn't say anything." And then all you have to do is play back them calling him a tyrant or Hitler.
Democratic Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries saying maximum warfare all the time and then saying, yeah, he means it after the shooting? No, everybody's got to cool their jets. I mean, this is just what unites us as a nation anymore. We've got to be mindful that there are things that can be too extreme, too far, and too militant. And everybody needs to cool it when it comes to that rhetoric. Everybody.
Yeah, 100%. And before we let you go, Ari, DHS funding. I mean, the fact that the Department of Homeland Security has not been funded, I think it's day 74, and the Secret Service goes under that umbrella. I mean, is this a national crisis? And how can this continue even right now?
Yeah, and let me add, and I should have said this right after I said everybody needs to cool their rhetoric. We do have a violence problem that's mostly from the left, though. I do want to make that clear. Most of these statements that you see, urging violence, calling for violence, engaging in violence, are coming from the left. And the left, polls show, 25% of self-identified liberals think that it's appropriate to use violence to achieve their means. This is crazy. And your question was...
The question was sort of where is this headed? But also just the war of words and how we resolve this. You know, I mean, where do we go from here?
Well, that's why I was saying people just need to wise up. Don't be so martial in what you say.
And DHS funding.
Criticize the other party. And the DHS, that's what the question.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, that's what it was.
Is that not a no-brainer? Well, of course. I mean, it's the Secret Service. It's the people behind the scenes at the Secret Service who are going unfunded. It's people who track down child abuse, child kidnapping cases at Homeland Security who are going unfunded. And so the Democrat objection, the Democrat shutdown, which was solved by an executive order by the president, needs to end. If it doesn't end, it looks like Republicans have figured out a workaround through what they call reconciliation. They only need 50 votes in the Senate, and they'll get the funding done on a permanent basis.
Let's hope so. I mean, that boy, if we ever need it.
We reached a point where everybody's going to justify that we're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
By the way, are we changing the name of ICE? I understand
to nice.
that it's a nice.
Nice. I love that, by the way.
I like that, and the president liked it, too.
What do you think? Then all the reporters have to say, the nice agents who came here to the city.
It's got a ring to it.
It sure does. Ari, thank you. We love you, Ari. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Always
Thank
great.
you so much.
You too.
Born on America's darkest day of 9/11, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation has been helping America's heroes ever since. Heroes like FDNY Lieutenant Edward J. McDonough Jr., a Marine Corps veteran and lifelong public servant. After 9/11, McDonough served at Ground Zero. He later lost his life to a related cancer, leaving behind his wife Kimberly and their 5 children. Tunnel to Towers honored his sacrifice by paying off the family's mortgage. Donate $11 monthly and amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Go to T2T.org today.